Okay, looks like the rain stopped for a brief moment, so I think I can get some flight practice in. Some interesting stories I was reading about drone delivery progress in Canada, but for the most part it seemed like it had a lot to do with Black Friday flyers and stuff today. Pretty much everyone released their stuff, so you can research where you think is the best place to buy things and all that. For myself, I was still looking for deals like good hard drives and everything. There didn't seem to be anything that crazy. There were some drone stuff. It seems like, again, it's going to be the Spark that's going to be the biggest discount. And there was other stuff that made me wonder, like seeing these Star Wars drones. After the holidays, is anyone concerned at all whether or not the influx of drones would be good or worse? I know some people say, oh no, it's going to be worse because there'll be more irresponsible flyers. But I think overall it should be better the more people that are involved in the hobby in some way. At the same time, do you think it's more likely for someone to fly, like say that Spark in a dangerous way, or is that Star Wars drone in a dangerous way? Do you think it'll be the same thing, doesn't matter, or the market or the consumer is completely different in terms of what they intend to do with it? I would be inclined to say both of them have the same odds in terms of the type of buyer that would buy it. Basically, people probably didn't do much research about it in general, just sees, hey, drone, cheap price, let's fly it. Seems like for Black Friday too, the best deals are the consoles. I guess this one's probably one of the better ones. $399 for the Nintendo Switch, and there's no tax at the Superstore. That sounds like the best one to me personally. Where'd that come from?
He's probably hungry after the long rainstorm.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. There's a bobcat that's in here too.
Oh really?
So I'm hoping you'll fly away before that bobcat gets here.
Where would I find him? Okay.
Well, that's a good question. He should be out hunting right now.
Because I have an aerial view. I can
Oh my goodness.
yeah, so I can try it if you know like kind of where the destination is.
Well, you know, with the bobcats, you don't know where they are
Okay.
at this particular time. Do you know what I mean? They could be
Yeah.
anywhere. But boy, if you ever saw one, track them.
Okay.
Because where did our guy go?
You went here, I think, right? Holy cow, I was just walking around with the drone and stuff, and then I saw, what is that, like a pheasant or something? And then the people were really fascinated by like the drone trying to find out where to go and everything like that. It was kind of neat because they were talking about, I think, things like, what is it, a cougar and stuff like that around the area too, and bears, and everyone was standing there taking pictures. Makes me wonder what's safer there if you want an image. Take the drone from far away, the aerial, or get right up to it with your phone, which I don't doubt people actually do with wild animals and stuff like that. But that was great too, I thought, because the people that they wanted to really get involved, learn about the drones. That's usually how I find it anyways, with people in the public. I don't know, in many ways it's just such a polar opposite from what you see in things like the media in a normal day basis versus what it actually is when you get out there and talk to people about the tech and all that. Again, to me, the public wants to learn about it. I guess it's just what is presented usually, and the mainstream is all super negative. That's not an excuse, of course, for people to fly super fast right into like the middle of the traffic or something crazy like that. But still, it just shows me again, people want to be educated. They want to learn more about it. It's just not as prevalent, I guess you can say. And all this about sales, drones, and public wanting to be educated by it, it actually made me think of the other topic about drone flying and skills. And in terms of what people fly, I guess as a first-time flyer. And it says here, hand-controlled Aura drone will make you jealous, your kids. Like, it was just a review, but it made me wonder, like, what's this drone? Apparently, this one here you can control with hand gestures. And I was just seeing some reviews online, and this one was from Amazon. And here you can see these older people flying, I guess, a drone for the first time. They're doing, like, maneuvers and stuff with the hand gestures. I think that's the intent, obviously. You guys can see it here.
Really think you can fly this?
Yeah.
Now it's gonna sink. Wow, that's pretty cool. Whoa! Wow! Whoa! That is so cool! That is cool.
Whoa!
Alright, let's see if you can land it without crashing. You'll just go in there and come back.
Whoa! Whoa!
Well, I think videos like that is great. Basically, again, more people that get into the hobby, the better. It kind of made me think, like when I posted that video and talking about the drone flying, how people are saying these are professional flyers, whereas these people aren't. Would you consider someone flying a drone in this way with hand gestures as a professional if they can do it in a really safe and crazy way, as an example? It makes me think, even with the things like yesterday, talking about things like the line of sight and flying drones, for example, how do you know people aren't going to fly stuff like this in that way instead? How do you regulate stuff like that in such a broad way? Like, for example, you have to be in the line of sight. I mean, what's next? Your two hands have to be in the controller. But what if, like I said, someone's using their smartphone to control the drone, or like this with hand gestures? How do you differentiate that? I mean, for me, I try to stay open-minded because you have to kind of go with the tech and what people are being introduced with, for example. Like, I could say, like, for video games, for example, you have traditional controllers and motion control. And then often enough, I've seen there's people saying, you can't really play video games, you're a, quote, casual gamer. That's kind of what I'm hearing in the drone area as well when it comes to debates like this, like what is a, quote, professional flyer, for example. There's actually some news in Canada about the drone delivery. It says here, Drone Delivery Canada flies in Canadian northern communities of Moose Factory and Moosonee, Ontario. That's how you pronounce it. Basically, this is about flying a drone in areas where they don't normally have a lot of, I guess, regular access to things like a person like me would have. I'm in the city, so it's usually around native reserve lands, which is, I believe, this is where this is. I mean, from seeing this video, again, from seeing people how excited they are in the community to try to embrace the tech to hopefully evolve the area, it's kind of exactly what I experience here when I bump into people. They kind of want to learn about it. It's just unfortunate. There seems to be such a division where I guess people of authority or the more mainstream, I guess, media portrays it as it's too dangerous, it's gonna kill people. Whereas in other people's minds, no, we can help you. Let's learn more about it, how we can be safe, as opposed to always in the negative end. Oh, it's getting kind of chilly now. I did caption some stuff, which some of them actually ended up kind of cool, I thought. Holy cow, just a few minutes later and everything looks so different with all the mist and stuff. Too bad I ran out of batteries to capture that. Anyways, see you guys later.